Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. Never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes. I take shots to the top, I'll get it. I got one life, I'ma do all to win it. I do what's right, push until I fall. I'm slipping to get back up, always stand tall, I'm grinning. I got cuts real deep, big bruises scarred. I had to learn how to think with my head and my heart. I've been chewed up, spit out, torn apart. From picking up all the pieces is a form of art. I'm never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes.
Hey everybody, hope you're having a great afternoon, evening, or morning, wherever it is that you might happen to be tuning in. My name is Brandon, and welcome to another episode of Escape the Mind Productions here on YouTube. Boy, oh boy, there are a few times in life where you get this excited for a game. I've been following this game for quite some time. You guys know I play city building games on the channel every so often. I don't do it all the time, but you guys know that I have a deep, deep love for them in my heart. And this is a game that I've been following on Twitter for quite a long time, I would say a couple years at least. And it's made by just like one or two people, to my knowledge, not a very big team at all. And that game is Manor Lords. I cannot wait to get a chance to get my hands on this. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and there's finally a way that you can play it right now. You can go download the demo for free on Steam for PC. And what's awesome about the demo, there are aspects of the game that are locked, which is fine. There's going to be bugs, that's totally fine. But there's like unlimited hours. You can't save the game, but you can play it for as long as you want. And that's so cool. So I want to make sure that we get some of this on the channel, because this game I have not been more excited for than, oh man, I literally can't even remember. I played it the other night, took some screenshots, threw them up on the Discord, and it's just been, I can't wait to play it again. So, all right, without further ado, let's get ourselves in to Manor Lords. I have to watch and not say Manor Lords because I've been playing the shit out of that too. The Leninator, thank you so much for stopping by. I do not know if it's going to come to console. To my knowledge, it's a PC only game. I could be wrong though. But thank you so much for stopping by the stream. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Hope you are well. So right now we're just have some just basic things that you can pick and choose from as far as these things go. We're going to switch up our name here. And I think what we're going to do is just do a very basic shield because, like I said, we can't save any of this right now. Just a quick check. There's not anything ham related over here, right? No pigs or anything? No. If you guys don't know, in Sea of Thieves, I have the fattest pirate that's known to man. His name is Hamsies. So I tend to play off of that a bit. Oh, wait, there's a bull. That's not really ham, though. But yeah, whatever. That works. But this is really cool. Like, there's so many things you can do with the coat of arms, so many different styles you can pick and choose from. So many different things that you can do with, like, making these more plentiful to change up the designs. Like, that's really, really, really cool. I'm very happy with the way that they have this coat of arms maker in the game. Biggest, what is up, my friend? I hope you are well. Thanks for coming by. How you doing, bud? How's your day going? So we're just going to do everything standard for this one, so you guys can just see what the base game's like from the start to finish as far as this particular stream. Because like I said, we can't save. So whatever we build today, this is going to be the only... It's going to be whatever it is today. I'm so excited. I literally cannot remember a demo that I've been so thrilled to play. Okay, so let's pause. Check out our message. There is a fire at the heart of every settlement, a bastion of safety, warmth, and light against the darkness of the world. On this cold spring morning, your men blow on their fingertips, their breath clouding in the air. But there is plenty of work to warm them. As the toil begins, you can almost imagine you hear the ring of anvils, the tolling of bells, the cries of the marketplace, possibilities. In the distance, fog lingers in the hollows of the land, and the world is quiet, watchful, waiting for you to choose which of those to make real. All right, so we got to make a granary, logging camp, hunting camp, storehouse, and we have 365 days to do it in. You're doing well, Biggest? That's awesome, bud. I'm glad to hear that. I'm doing good as well. So here's the game. Look at this, guys. Look at that view. That's absolutely gorgeous. So we'll see where we are on the map. Ooh, we're down in the corner. So eventually, you can own all that the eyes can see. Remember. Sorry, not Simba. But yeah, so we start here. And then eventually you can kind of conquer your way through the map here. But to my understanding, the starting points are different. Like they're kind of at random. And the map, to an extent, has things that will change about it, like resources, animals, things of that nature, every single time that you load in. As far as you start a new map, rather. You can zoom way in. Like, look at that, guys. Look how far you can zoom in. That's amazing. Look at the character depth on these models. fantastic. Like, I'm so happy with this. And it blows my mind that this is made by, like, 1 or 2 people. So, yeah, as you can see, there's going to be bugs. And that's fine. This is our ox. These are going to be very important because you need these to carry trees back and forth and do things of that nature. And it's going to be kind of like what bottlenecks you the most in the beginning of the game. So, this is a city builder that also is going to have conquest elements to the game. There will be combat in this game. If you've ever played Total War, to me, the combat looks the most comparable to a game like Total War. It's because you're actually going to get to command the units on the battlefield. Unfortunately, that is disabled for the demo, the combat portion. But the city building portion is mostly here in a lot of ways for us to see what it looks like and get an idea. Hey, Morph, what's up, bud? Trying to take down the queen? Not a problem, not a problem. Good luck, my friend. I hope all goes well for you. So, let's try to take a look and see what this game has to offer. So we have paths that we can lay down. Some workers can use hand carts to transport goods more effectively, up to 10 items at once. To enable hand cart transportation, road points from both buildings have to be connected by the road network. So right now, the only thing that we really have is this. This is like our little camp. And this is where our ox is, but you can move the vast majority of these things fairly easily, which I kind of love. I don't know if it's going to stay that way overall once the game actually gets going, but... So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to build kind of a road down here. And just keep in mind that eventually this isn't going to be there anymore, so we'll do like about like that. As you can see, it just kind of plops the road down. What's really awesome that I love is you can literally just hold down Alt and you can remove the road. Boom, it's gone. And you can do that at any time, whenever you want. Like, there are so many city builder games that drive me absolutely insane with the pathing system. And I feel like, although this isn't insanely extensive, this is literally, like, so easy to just be like, man, I really don't like the way this is anymore. I'm just going to get rid of it. And I don't know if it's going to stay this way overall, but I love just the ease of that. It's so nice. All right, so I'm going to try to see what I can do to do housing on one side, industry on the other, kind of, I think. And you can build, like, this game isn't super punishing about building on slopes. There is an extent to which you can do it. Like, there is a time in which that it will tell you it's too steep. But for the most part, it's really not too bad. What I want to keep in mind, though, in the beginning is that it's the only thing, this is a super nitpicky thing. Like, let's say I have a building. These are the things we need to start with anyway. So let's say we're going to build a logging camp, right? And we have our logging camp here. Let's just say I decided to put it in the middle of this. It's not like my people will go over there and cut those trees down and then it gets built. Those trees just dis-a-fucking-peer. So I kind of wish maybe they would have a way that if I put this down, that it would allow for my people to go over and get the resources that are on top of that. Like, a lot of city building games do that, so I would have to imagine it's not too hard to implement that particular feature. It's just kind of a bummer that if you pick the wrong spot for these things, you're literally going to get rid of a ton of a resource that you will eventually need. Yeah, so I think for right now, I'm going to try to sneak this bad boy somewhere back here.
Come on, people! Get to work!
Unassigned peasants automatically work on construction. If there is nothing to construct, they will help work in buildings with enabled idle laborers switched on. Okay, so that'll take care of the logging camp. The other thing that we're going to need is something for the hunters so they can go out and get us food. So it looks like there's some up here. Can we cheat it? Yeah, let's just cheat it. We'll throw it all the way up here. All this stuff can get moved. So like where you put it down when you first start means nothing. You can change it later. So these are your houses when you first start. And it provides living space for one family. And if you give them enough room, it'll have an extension on it that you can have them grow food from in different ways. We'll get to that in a second. So the other things we're going to need in the beginning is we're going to need a granary and we're going to need a storehouse because our food and resources down here are essentially outside. And things that you leave outside will eventually expire. So you need to make sure that you have them under cover. Under pressure. So they don't expire. So we can start to look at that as well. How many logs do we have? 6.
Let's get to work!
So that'll probably cover that. Now, what's awesome is you can just click on... That was impressive. Wow. You can click on these different people and you can actually follow them around, which is really cool. So we're going to do that for a moment here. We'll let this go. And we'll let them start building, and we'll just kind of see what this looks like.
Time to find a good tree and soft ground.
Yeah, if Total War actually allowed you to go in and, like, build your cities, it wasn't just, like, a marker on the map until you actually fought the battle, then I feel like it would be... probably even that much better, but Total War is not a city builder game. That's not its strong suit. It's about huge epic battles, which I love that game in and of its own right. I have not played the newest Warhammer Total War game, but it's because I was waiting for the Mortal Empires expansion to it, because that's the main version of the game that I enjoy. I really don't normally care too much about the expansion or the campaigns for those games because they're timed. And when I play city builders, I want to take my time. I don't want to be, like, rushed for any reason if I can prevent it. Alright, so now we can assign...
I'll stay with his drink.
We can assign workers here now. So you can either give them an unlimited work area or you can give them a very specific work area. So, like, in this instance, I can say, okay, I want you to work over here, and then I can assign people to that. We need more men at the camp. So, for the moment, since this is going to be my main source of food, we're going to assign 2 people to this.
Heaven shine down and grow the land.
As you can see, like, you can literally follow the dude going through and actually hunting down the deer. You want us to name the cow Daisy, Morph? Biggest Chingas? That's awesome. Yeah, Morph's trying to beat the hardest enemy on the hardest difficulty in God of War right now. So you see the guy actually drags the deer back to the camp. and you're going to see him hang them up and go to work, which is pretty awesome. Morph, feel free to put ! Morph in chat, bud. Drop a link. That way people can check you out and see your channel. Alright, so we see our other hunter is headed off. We have started construction on the lumber mill, right? Yeah. And we can see... So they strap the log to the back of the ox, and then he'll walk it over to where it needs to be. Every time they cut down a tree, this ox has to go grab it and bring it back to the town. Yeah, bud, so far the animations in this are pretty fantastic. Some of them, I'm sure they're going to tighten up a bit, like some of the building ones, but all in all, very pleased. Like this guy down here, probably put him over here somewhere maybe, so it makes it a little more realistic. But you got the guy inside. I love the way that the sides of the building look here as they're putting everything up. This looks super realistic. Like, that's awesome. Really enjoy that. The little, the effects on the fires that you'll see in the background. That's really, really cool. So far, the sound design, like the music and stuff, awesome. Really enjoy the music. Pretty sure you have to skin it before. Yeah, I don't know. I've never done it myself. I remember when I was younger, like, going to a butcher and having, like, we would buy, like, a half a cow or whatever, and then you'd bring it home and, like, all the different parts are, like, marked off, and you put it in the freezer and kind of make it as you go. But not like we did it ourselves by any means. The other thing that's kind of cool that I've noticed is the workers will procrastinate from time to time. Kind of like real people. Like they're just kind of like, fuck off, I'm not going to work today. I don't know if that's on purpose or not, but it's funny. It's kind of realistic. Oh, okay. You've done it with sheep before? Okay. Cool. It's one of those life lessons that I'm sure would be, like, immensely valuable. But, yeah, I haven't gotten around to that one. Done it with fish. I've never, and, like, chickens and stuff. I've never defeathered a chicken. But I've, you know, turkey dinners and all that kind of stuff. It seems like you get a fair amount of time for the seasons as well. As you guys can see down here, I think we're in spring right now. So we have a bit of time before winter's going to come and we need to actually get everyone in houses. So you can kind of take your time when you first start as far as on the standard difficulties and stuff. I don't know about the higher difficulties. I haven't messed around with them yet. Like, just listen to the wind and shit. It's so nice. Really impressive. Everything sounds really, really nice in this game. Alright, so let's get rid of these trees in the middle here. I really want to get these gone.
Let's get to work.
And you can click on the people who work here, and then you can follow them around. Which is awesome. So obviously the pathing there, that you just literally walk through the building. I'm sure they'll work on that. I don't really love this animation of the initial cut down of the tree. It doesn't seem super impactful. It's like, I hate you, tree. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. It's not really like forcefully cutting down a tree. Everything else from here on out is awesome. Love the tree fall, the way they cut down the tree after it falls, fairly realistic in the animations. It's just that initial animation where they're dropping down the tree looks ridiculous. But the rest of it, like this, that's good. We'll live with that. Not bad at all. But the initial cutting down the tree animation needs a little work, in my opinion. Haven't gotten that far yet, Biggest. So far from what I can tell, when you build a house, so like this is a, let's just say we'll give this guy for an example. I don't remember your name. We'll just call him Morph for the sake of conversation. So if Morph here is a lumberjack and you start off with him in your village, when I build a house, his wife and if he has any kids will automatically populate into the village. They just kind of appear right now. As to when they die, what happens? No clue. Haven't played that game long enough yet. Did the colonist just clear his throat? That was not me. I just heard somebody go, that was crazy. Oh, you do. It is starting to lose leaves and shit. So there is like a progress to it. Okay. Nice, nice. I like that. So I've always wanted a game where you could have a colonist or whatever you want to call him, a villager, what have you, that could start off like this, and then eventually you could decide whatever you, like that person could become anything. You could make them a logger, you could make them a knight, you could make them a merchant, you could do whatever you wanted to do with them. And that's what I've really wanted from a city builder game for a long time, or a simulation game for a really long time. And this so far has been one of the closest things to that. I haven't done any of the obviously the combat stuff's not in the demo, so we don't know. But from the trailers and stuff that I've seen, it really does look like that's going to be the direction this will go. I would imagine you're going to have to bury your dead because I think there's diseases in the game, but I'm not positive yet. Alright, so the tree's been cut. So now they're going to wheel the ox over to go pick up the tree. Oh, that fixed itself. Okay. Well, that's good. It didn't stay glitched. Ah, well, kind of still glitched. A little glitched. Whatever. Like I said, not going to beat... This is a demo of a game made by one guy. You're allowed bugs, my dude. Hey guys, there's a link in chat right now. It says, did you miss me play Sniper Elite 5 with Gray Chaos? It's an older video that I did with Gray that didn't get a whole lot of love on the channel. If you guys haven't checked that out, definitely check that video out when the stream's done. And give it some love, leave it a like, give it a comment, whatever you want to do. It's actually a lot of fun, and I learned how to do some visual stuff with that. It's not a live stream, it's a pre-recorded video that we did. So there's like cool transitions and zooms and different things that I did with the video. And I think like 40 people watched it. So if you guys missed that episode, go check it out for sure. It was definitely a lot of fun to make. Talking about cutting the tree down an hour and 40 minutes later, you can speed it up. I want to see these animations like happen in real time. I want to see how long all this stuff takes to do. Like in real life, if you were gonna go cut down a tree by hand, that shit would take a long ass time. Maybe find a way to have the ox go around the pile and then bring it through, instead of having him kind of like herky-jerky swing that around. Maybe have him go past the pile and then go straight in, and then just like have it align properly once he drags it through. That might make that a little bit better. Alright, so what do we got over here? This is the storehouse that we're building. So this is just basically going to be a roof with an open bottom so they can just put food there and have it expire slower. So these guys already got 2 more trees down. Lumber is going to be your biggest bottleneck in the very beginning, and you need to get more oxen. Yeah, there you go. I English good. And that will really allow for you to get things to go a lot faster. The ox loves to drag his wood around. Leave him alone. Hell yeah, dude. He was born for this. Alright, so the only road you can't edit in the game is this road right now, and this because it's the King's Road, and we're not the King, we're the Manor Lord, so let's see what else we need to get into here. We got a logging camp. We got a hunting camp. The storehouse is almost built, so we need a granary. I think we can probably sneak that over here somewhere, maybe. I'd like to not uproot all the trees.
Let's go, people!
Okay. Oh, so here you go. You guys can see them put up the different sides to the storehouse there. It does look like the trees grow back rather fast as well when you have a forester, people who plant the trees. Like, I was only having somebody work there part-time, and I felt like the trees grew back fairly quickly. You're not the king yet. I like the way you think, Biggest. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, ambitious indeed. Oh, you recorded the fight? I watched the Valkyrie clip that you put up in Discord the other day, Morph. You did a really good job of, like, halving its health pretty damn fast. Like, you almost had its health halfway down before you even took a hit. I would say it's fairly, like, on par with, like, Elden Ring bosses, biggest. It's a really tough fight. And I do very much love how just relaxing this part of the game is. Just how chill. It's like you're watching a painting or something. I don't know if that makes any sense, but... Yeah, I mean, I'm about 70 hours into Elden Ring. We haven't beat it yet, but we're going to keep up with that game. That game's not going anywhere. We're going to keep going on that game, keep chugging along on that game. And I may even, when I get through it with my mage, I still kind of want to do a samurai build on that game. So that still may happen. So you'll probably see a lot of Elden Ring on the channel for a long time to come, I would imagine. And I know they're having some DLC for that game, too. So I'll be very interested to see what that has to offer. Because that game just blew me away in so many aspects of that game. I never thought I would ever play it. Ever, ever, ever. And then I watched two different people, I watched Dusty play it, Dusthound. And I watched... I don't know if it was Brian Menard or somebody else on YouTube play Elden Ring, and I was just like, they're just having so much fun. Oh, it was Jackie Septic Eye I watched play some of it, and then his girlfriend, Gabby, I watched her play some of it too. And I was just like, oh my god, all these people are having so much fun with this Elden Ring game. Like, I want to try it. And I'm so glad that I did. I never thought that I would get into a Demon Souls-esque game, and I love Elden Ring so far. Yeah, Morph, there's really not another way to stream that game. Like, I know a lot of people who do clips of Elden Ring, like, you know, an hour or two long, but I feel like with the way that game goes, it kind of lends itself to, like, long live streams. And I think it's funny how some people are very adverse to Elden Ring specifically. Like, there's still people out there that believe that when you die, you lose every single thing on your character. It's like, can you imagine how punishing a game would be if literally every single piece of armor, every weapon you have, everything would go away every single time you died? Nobody would play that game. But you just lose your runes and you can go pick them up. Like, it's not that big of a deal. So to me, that's the most approachable Demon Souls, Dark Souls type game there is. I think you got a point there, biggest for sure, but I think that it depends on how you play the game. Like, you get some people that you'll read them talking about how they've played the game, and they're like, oh yeah, I load it in, and then I immediately am greeted with the tree sentinel, and they get their ass handed to them by the tree sentinel, and they're like, fuck this game. Don't fight the tree sentinel immediately out of the fucking gate. Like, what are you doing? Go around, learn how to play, level up a little bit, go get some armor, go get some weapons, go do something with yourself, then go fight the tree sentinel. Like, it's just how you approach the game. Like, I do it to myself too, where I'll be like stuck on a boss fight, like I gotta beat this, and it's like, bro, walk away, go level up a little bit, and come back, and then try it again. I was watching Dusthound play Resident Evil 8 on the hardest difficulty, and in like, you're talking about like 3 or 4 hour long boss fights because you die repeatedly over and over and over and over again until you finally learn the boss and you learn how to beat it. And it can be the same with Elden Ring if you're trying to like find the rhythm of who you're fighting and how to dodge and parry and all that stuff. So some people want to watch that and some people don't. I think it's admirable. And then imagine having that, you have that 3 hour long boss fight. When you finally win, holy shit, the endorphin rush is crazy. When the first time I beat Margit and the first time I beat Godric, holy cow, that's what sold me on that game. It was like the adrenaline rush you get from being like, I finally did this thing, is like so cool. Well, is that a challenge? You know, Morph, it's funny. You see people that'll do that. They do the Margit fight and they do the Godric fight, and they're completely bare-ass naked, and they have a club and like a shield they can parry with, and they can win that fight. Bravo, dude. You ain't gonna see me doing that. Like, maybe if I really want to show off, but I don't have the time or the effort, or probably the actually ability, if I'm being deadly honest, to be like, okay, I'm going to strip myself naked and then go do these fights right off the gate. Like, that's a whole different animal to me. I did do the Wretch playthrough on Elden Ring, though. I specifically did the you start with absolutely nothing character, though, which is probably part of the reason why I'm 70 hours in and still haven't beaten the game yet. Gray, what's up, bud? Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate the reminder for everybody. Smash that like button. Help get the video in the algorithm. I do very much appreciate that. But yeah, guys, check out these animations of these guys just like chopping away at the wood here, getting everything ready. That's really awesome. Oh, did you hear the villager cough? That wasn't me either. That's a nice little add-in. Very cool, very cool. I mean, it sounds so silly. Like, did you hear him sneeze, guys? Life-changing. Epic gameplay. But, I mean, it's nice immersion shit like that. Except for in Sea of Thieves, when my monkey sneezes, it's a little off-putting. But I think that's just because I've watched way too many Outbreak movies. Yes, caress the like button, Morph. Show it some love. Let it know who loves it. Let it know who cares. I'm never gonna give you up. Hamsies has gotten so fat he expanded into an entirely new game world. That's hilarious. What is up, Yogurt? You talking about my dude up here? Yeah, man. This is Sir Hamsies up here. Actually, I named him Sirloin. His name is Sirloin. I don't know if anybody caught that, but yeah, that's his name. His name is Sirloin. Oh, great. If you hear a fart, it was the ox. It wasn't me. It was the ox. What do you mean by challenge, Biggest? Do you mean, like, fighting people? Like PvP? What do you mean? The milkman has arrived. Hope you have a good day at work, bud. Hopefully things aren't too exhausting for you. Alright, so we're doing pretty good so far. We're going to need firewood here before too much longer for the houses that we're going to be building. So let's start getting that into motion, shall we? I think we can do it over here now that we've cleared out a lot of this area.
Let's go, people!
Actually, no. Boom. See how easy it is just to be like, nah, I don't want to do that. I love that the game just makes it very easy to put shit down and then be like, nah, I don't want it here. I'll put it somewhere else. It's not punishing. Like, if you want your players to have a good time, you shouldn't punish them for being like, I want this to look slightly better. Or to try to optimize how your game allows them to build shit to its, like, best looking ability, you know? Oh, let me see if I can get you... Guys, look at this. How fucking awesome is this? That, just the background of that looks amazing. Look at the mountains off in the distance. It doesn't look all blurred out. Like, that shit looks real. So cool. Sorry, I'm just going to stop and geek out about this every once in a while. It's going to happen. Your supplies are dry and secure, and the first stage of work is done. The stories your people tell around the fire are of the many dangers in the world, from beasts to blights. Strange tales about foxes who go on pilgrimage, or small creatures who spin gold from sunset to sunrise. They tell these stories to put common names to their fears. Soon they'll teach these stories to their children. It's time to bring wives and children to the settlement. Now that they can take shelter in proper homes, for your lands to prosper and grow, you'll need not only workers, but families. In the words of Vin Diesel, family. Construct a well and 5 houses. Alright, so we're going to be doing that down here probably, or over here. Maybe over here. Some buildings have flexible borders. Place 4 points to designate the area. The cursor will snap to the roads and other plots and try to create an organic shape. You can leave more space for future extension upgrades. So, this is where the water runs. So you will have to build your well over a water vein, which is cool. I can dig that. The other thing that you want to keep in mind are the fertility of the land. So you can see this is really good over here, it looks like. This is a little bit better over here. That's pretty shit everywhere. That's pretty good pretty much everywhere. That's okay everywhere. So I think if we stick with our plan to do it a roundabout in this area, we'll be fine. What do we need? 5 houses? Yes, 5 houses. Okay, so we're gonna go house. Bring that bad boy up here. Not enough resources. Okay. That's 6 houses anyway. I don't need that many. So let's start here. So you basically want the... You can do this a lot of different ways. 1 house, huge yard. Couple houses, no extensions. You can shift it to some extent. But you want those little extensions in the back because that's what's going to allow your villagers to be able to grow different kinds of their own food. You can also kind of go like this, and it'll show you the different ways that you can sit those, which is cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, build. So that's all marked out now. Oh, we need a well. Okay, so well... Not enough resources. Alright, so we can't blueprint lay things down, which is something I hope they do change. Like, if you don't have enough resources, you can't put down the blueprint for it. But I can live with that. So for the moment...
Let's get to work!
I'm going to make sure we do that. I'm going to change our work area over to these trees over here. And then that way we can just hopefully move them right down. I'm also going to take my post here and relocate it just temporarily down here.
Come on, people! Get to work!
Because this is going to be the main work area. And you'll also see the roads in front of the houses specifically are fatter roads. They're thick boy roads. Because there's going to be way more traffic because this is where people live. So I thought that was a cool little design as well. All right, let's see. Okay, here's our...
Come on, laddie. Come on.
Well, my computer could definitely handle a lot. Can YouTube handle displaying it, or can my internet connection not bottleneck me so that the stream lags? Those are entirely different questions. See, this is the only animation I'm not super fond of so far. So which way do you take to the airport? The side roads? Nah, son. We take the fat boy roads.
You got it, Mark.
Oh, what'd you get the blue screen of death for? Alright, so they already started to bring some things down. That's cool. Glitching out a little bit there, bud? Okay, he's going. I think the pathing there was a little screwy for a second. So just like we were talking about bottlenecks before, like, I think we had cut down all the cut downable trees over here, and we didn't move over here fast enough. And so we had kind of stopped our cutting down tree production a little bit. So it's having the unlimited work area definitely has its benefits, because then you don't have to sit there and kind of manage it as much. But like I mentioned, to where if you put down a building and there's a tree in the way, you just lose that tree. They don't cut that tree down. You kind of want to manage where they go with it, so then that way you're getting those resources and they're not just disappearing on you. Are you guys talking about They Are Billions? What game are you guys talking about? I think you're talking about They Are Billions. So right now we have it set so that everybody that doesn't have a job is currently set to cut down trees, and we have 3 people there as well. And he's already starting to bring trees around, so hopefully that'll catch up here before too long. The woodcutter cuts down his own trees as well. He doesn't pull them from the lot over here. So most games the woodcutter pulls them just from the regular lot, so I do like that that's a little bit different. Okay, yeah, that is the game you guys were talking about. Literally mined, barbed wired, and walled, and used sniper towers through the whole map and still lost the game. Damn. Alright, I'll check it out. I'm getting more into city building games that you have to actually do some form of combat in. Because before it wasn't really my jam as much, but now I'm getting way more into them. Yeah, I'll put it on my wish list, and the next time it's on sale, I'll see about picking up They Are Billions for you guys. If you guys want to see it, I will provide it. Damn, you got one more thing to get, and then you've platinumed God of War Morph? That's nuts, dude. Congrats. I almost never have the wherewithal to go after platinums. Usually it's, I think I only have maybe two. Maybe two. And I think one of them was The Walking Dead, which you just basically have to play the game through twice to get. Oh, They Are Billions has a campaign? That's cool. That I did not know. We're going to speed this up just a hair so we can get past this little spot we're in. So I think we already have the supplies down for 2, 3 of the houses. 4, if you count this thing up here. So I think what we need to do is to get... Are you going to build? No. Okay. Let's take one person off of this for the moment and see if they start doing some building. 'Cause I think, yeah, I think everybody was busy. So most of the houses already have everything they need to get started, at least. So really, we just need people to build. Alright, so what we're going to do is I'm going to take, for the moment, we're going to turn that off. I have an okay amount of food.
Time to find a good tree and soft ground.
And I'm going to take one of those away from the hunting as well. We'll put them back. We're going to put them back. But I want to, like, basically move our workforce over to just doing construction, and then we'll move them back over, because we want to get these houses and things complete and not have it take 18 years. Yeah, man, that's what I'm telling you guys. The ox really bottlenecks things for how fast you can go for building and all that stuff, so it's getting him some help will be a huge factor in how fast we can get our city moving. Technically, I could probably skip this, but it would be good to get a woodcutter going because every one of those houses is going to need fuel. So it's definitely going to be better to have that sooner than later. Let's have them get this finished a little faster. Alright, so that's done. They're going to move over to the houses now. We'll set that to go, and then we'll set the work area for this to be here for now. And maybe we'll put one person there to do some work. But I want everybody else to be working on building the houses and whatnot down here. Well, if we get a new subscriber, we'll name the ox after them. If we don't get a new subscriber, then I'll let chat pick what they want to name the ox. OxyClean. Oh, jeez. OxyClean, that's funny. So I don't know how many different styles they have for the different houses as of up to this point. I do know the houses do level up. So I don't know like how many different models they have for the houses, how many different models per level they have, things of that nature. If that's going to drastically change in the future. But I do like the idea of how they set up how you can do like a block of housing and try to make it look fairly realistic. I think that's pretty cool. So the hitching post also works without an actual person assigned to it. Once other people move in, like basically whoever's available just kind of walks the ox around. Oh, that's cool, Moore. If you remember volunteering in the Lake District, we would build huts with logs and such. I tell you, this game reminds you of it. That's awesome. Sitting with a beer by the fire, just chilling. That's awesome. Very cool. Yeah, it's one of my favorite things to do. I have a friend that has a huge fire pit in his backyard, and once every couple months we get together and just kind of hang out and have some beers and just sit around the fire. Oh, the rain's coming, guys. I like how it's kind of random at first, and then once it starts really pouring, it's just everywhere. I like how you can kind of hear them walking on the road, like the crunch of the earth beneath their feet. That's really awesome. The villagers must worship the ox as their god and guardian. He demands loyalty. Yeah, man, that's right. Yeah, I agree with you there, Morph. I mean, my dad's the kind of guy that does a lot of, like, around the house stuff for himself and, you know, build shit and all that kind of stuff. And I find those things, when you do them and take part in them, far more rewarding than a lot of the things that we do in the IT world. And if you could find jobs that paid that well to do that kind of stuff, then I might consider that as well. But it is much more back-breaking work for sure, but way more satisfying. Getting a little drag there on the guy. I don't know what was going on with that, but it looks like it's done now. So let's speed this up a little bit, let them get finished with the house. That way you guys can see what that looks like. Because they're almost done. They're throwing up the sides. Another game very much like this is Ostriv, as far as the housing goes. Like, that game is also made by, I believe, just a very, very, very small crew of people. It might just be 1 or 2 people. And, like, every single thing that you build in the game, they took the time to, like, research how they actually built those houses and things in that time period. And when you watch them build the house, they actually, like, build the house correctly. Like, it's really cool how they go through and make it look super realistic. It's Ostriv, Ostriv. That's another really cool city building game. No combat or anything in that one at all. That's just a regular city building game. No, that is true, Gray. I mean, if you, as silly as that sounds, I mean, if you play, like, farming sim games and stuff like that, they're getting more and more, like, realistic with the things that they have in those games. And some of the tractors and things that they have nowadays are insane how futuristic they are. Like, have you guys seen the automated ones? Like, they're like, you don't even have a driver. You set the path for them to do, or show them the boundaries of the field, and then they do the whole thing themselves. Like, it's crazy. And I know they're doing a lot more with tech for checking soil and things like that, soil composition, so they can see like how to maximize the use of the farms and stuff. Peasants are coming to your village. This is great, but watch out for your supplies. Hungry and cold peasants can rebel. I don't know if that's in the demo, but... Alright, so these are the extension that we build in the backyard here. We can pick and choose what we want that to be here. You can have them do a vegetable garden, a chicken coop, or a goat shed. So for the moment, we'll do vegetable garden. And then they're going to start that, and you'll see they'll actually have their own garden in the back here for them to provide food to themselves, which is super awesome. I'm pretty sure the wife and kid just spawn out of the house, but I could be wrong. I'll leave this here for a second. We'll see if they just kind of like randomly pop up down here. Yeah, basically big Roombas. Yeah, man. Track Oombas? Yeah, there you go. Okay, so this is going to be a slightly different... This house is going to be slightly different than this house, because you can already see from the layout. Slightly different. But I like the fence around the yard. That's a really nice little touch. The fact that you can have chickens and goats and shit, that's cool. Games like this just give me hope for gaming overall, because like I think there's so many things that you can get angry about with like large corporations with gaming that can just really make you kind of like disenfranchised with gaming as a whole. Like, oh, like gaming is just not going in a good direction. And then you see things like this that are just these really awesome games that are starting to get developed by like super small companies. Or development studios, and they're just knocking it out of the ballpark with some of the aspects of the game. So it's stuff like that will put pressure on those really large studios to make better games and provide you more for your dollar. So I feel like all of that is just putting things in a better direction. I don't know if farm jobs will ever be entirely automated. I think you will find that they will likely automate large portions of them, but you have to think about the overall enormous amount of the population that you have to feed. And we're not getting any smaller, to my knowledge. I think we're reproducing a bit less than what we were before, but like as a species, there's a lot of us, and it's going to take a lot to feed us. So, I mean, automation in some of those areas are going to be a good thing. Sure, it'll have some downfalls to it for sure and some drawbacks, but I mean, ultimately, feeding more people for less is going to be a good thing. Yeah, Stray's another good one. I mean, that game really blew me away, getting a chance to... I haven't played it personally, but watching people play it, that game looked amazing. One of the most realistic, I would say, cats in a video game I've probably ever seen. So yeah, man, it's really awesome seeing what a lot of these indie studios are doing and just really knocking it out of the ballpark in some of these aspects of things. And I'm hoping that will push these larger studios to provide better content, more content for people. Yeah, other developing countries and stuff, Murph will definitely go at a slightly different rate, I'm sure. But yeah, it'll definitely take a very long time before we get there. But eventually, I'm sure that's the direction that they'd rather move in. Whether small farms can actually prosper from those same things, probably not. But like, they'll have different things a part of that they can do, like, you know, using computers to read the soil and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Maybe weather predictions, maybe, you know, different things that they can do with technology that would make it more advantageous for small farmers too. They actually mocapped cats? That's awesome. Dude, I would have loved that job. I would have been giggling like a small child the entire day, every day at work, getting to capture cats. I never played Stalker, Gray. What kind of game is that? They have a mod that combines all 3 games into one super game? That sounds awesome. Man, it's one of the things that I'm the most excited about with Manor Lords is they're getting a full release at the end of the month for console and for PC. And the mods that I've seen on that game are insane. There's a Lord of the Rings mod. There's a Game of Thrones mod. There's like a medieval times mod. There's like every possible thing that you can think of where they like have literally taken the Manor Lords engine and like created an entirely different game with it. Still just the one guy there right now. I think we have to get the well built before they're gonna move in. So let's see if we can get the well up. Not sure if I want to put it down here. Let's just put it up here for right now.
Come on, people, get to work!
So I think once we put down the well, then the family will move in. I think right now missing that well is why they're not moving in. I've not worked with a beehive before. I am definitely afraid of bees because I've been, shall we put this? I've been accosted many a times by bees, so nope, nah, I do not like them. Do I remember the farms in Breakpoint E? That's the future, I think. Mostly automated and using all of the modern techniques and tricks like hydroponics and vertical farms. Yeah, very much agree with that, Gray. I've heard of Stalker Biggest, but I have never played it. In the honor of Dodgy, I accidentally put down 3 wells, and I said to myself, well, what do we have here? Hey, congrats, Morph. God of War has been platinumed. Fantastic, dude. Congratulations. So I thought giving this the 1 would make this the highest priority, but I think the highest number you give it, buildings with the highest priority are built before the others. So technically I should have made that the 3 and make this the 1. Yeah, so they're going to leave this, go over and finish the well. No? Wait. So that's 2.
Is that the sun or fire above?
And that's 3. Whatever. Did they figure it out? They might have figured it out.
There's no oval. Tomorrow, find a new home or town.
Yeah, I think that figured itself out. Oh, it has seasons. We're still in the same season, Biggest. We're still in spring. But eventually it'll move to the other seasons. It rained once so far. But I do believe it does have seasons. Because eventually you're going to start to see the trees actually change color for fall. And then it'll actually start snowing. Welcome back, Yogurt. Hope your day's going well, bud. Welcome back, Milkman. Hell yeah, I love that. Alright, we got our well.
Time to find a good tree and soft ground.
Okay, does it need to be connected to work? We'll just do this for now. Oop. just to make sure that people can use it. Oh yeah, see, bam. As soon as I got water down, we already have people in this house now. So yeah, his lady friend just showed up. So I think they just spawn out of the house. So I'm assuming now that the lady's here, that they'll be able to make sweet, sweet love, and then we'll have babies. Where's the milk? Probably from when we get. I think when we get goats, we can have milk. Build a castle for the ox. He deserves to not spend winter outside like a peasant. If they give me an option to put the ox inside, I'll find a way to do it. Oh, so Stalker was like one of the first survival type kind of games. And then basically through the community that's become a crowd-funded success. That's cool. Crowd-funded into a decent game now. There you go. That's awesome. So our houses are almost done. I'm going to move this over here, maybe? Or should I do it over here? Yeah, let's clear out around here. That'll make it super close for them. But yeah, our city is shaping up, guys. It doesn't look like at the moment I can put the hitching post inside, but we'll take a look at that. We'll see what we can do with it. Oh, that's cool. The big selling point is the world exists without your involvement, so things will randomly happen even if you're nowhere near. That's cool. Yeah, even State of Decay can't do that. Oh, your base is getting attacked? Drive as far away from it as possible, and then they will not... It'll basically simulate the combat, and your people won't die. That's awesome. Very cool. That's a terrifying thought, Biggest. Oh, okay. Stalker 2's on hold. The devs are either Ukrainian or Russian. I gotcha. Yeah, there's a couple games like that. I don't know if Manor Lords was affected. I know Ostrief was, because I'm pretty positive that guy's Ukrainian. Hey! Pickle Connor, what a name. What's up, bud? Thank you so much for subscribing. I do very much appreciate that. I think you're 270, bud. So that's so cool. Thank you so much for subscribing. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for coming by. Pickle Connor, guys. Thank you so much for subbing. Hey, Eno, how are you? Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you're having a fantastic day. How you doing, Eno? Thanks for stopping by again. Nice to see your name in chat. Oh, thank you for the reminder. Yes. So the next ox we get will be named Pickle Connor. Atomic Heart and Stalker were the big casualties. Oh, okay. Atomic Heart. That sounds vaguely familiar, but I can't place it. Did I hear about the Metro Exodus animator? I did not. Great game, by the way. Metro Exodus, fantastic game. So I can't do the chicken coop or the goats yet because we don't have money. But we will. I'll start working on that very soon. I don't think we can do the vegetables because it's too late in the year for them to provide yield. And we can't afford these yet, so I think that's why, if I had to guess. They had to put the next Metro game on hiatus. That's a bummer. Oh, no. The animation artist died in Ukraine? That's awful. So the game's going to be on hold for the next 2 to 3 years. Wow. That's terrible. I think biggest, it's just them recovering from COVID, like trying to regain semblance of like all the lost time, which is why you see so many games getting delayed these days. That would be my guess, but I could be entirely wrong on that. But man, that sucks. You can't be upset with that, though. I mean, that's literally life circumstances, and life is way more important than games, so that's a shame. Alright, so our houses are almost done. Let's throw this into overhaul and we'll get those finished. That way we can move to the next step. Because like I said, we can't save the game anyway. It's just the demo. So we can continue to play it throughout the streams, but each time it's going to be different because right now you can't save the game. Yep, see that person just popped out of there? His name's Ditz. There's a guy named Cunts, and there's a guy named Ditz. That's awful. You might want to take... I don't know. Is this a time period appropriate name? You, sir, shall be named Sir Cunts. That's awful. Yeah, Starfield, Hogwarts, Sons of the Forest, Skull and Bones, Atomic Heart, the Lord of the Rings game. Yeah, man, that's a lot of delayed games for sure. Sons of the Forest, they did say that they bit off more than they could chew with that game, as far as how ambitious they were and what they wanted to do with the game, and I can respect that. They were like, yeah, we probably kind of overstepped in what we thought we could pull off. Hey, that's fine. Just make sure what you're going to provide is good. As you walk the perimeter, surveying your village with pride, a woman walks past you. She's bent nearly double under a sack. You ask how long she's been walking, and she tells you it takes her half a day now to get all the food she needs for her family from the hunters and farmers that surround the village. We ain't even got farmers. If only there was a marketplace where you could acquire food, clothing, and firewood, they would be happier to have more time for other work. So we need to upgrade some houses, food stall, firewood stall, and a clothing stall. And we have a lot of time. Oh, that's right. Redfall as well. Yeah, the Sons of the Forest dropped some massive hype and then just completely went quiet. But that's why, to my understanding, the studio was just like, we were way too ambitious with what we thought we could do with this game. You know what hasn't been delayed? Dark Tide, baby. Yeah. Well, if it hasn't been released yet, I would just say at this point, just give it time, because who the flip knows, right? So we're going to connect that up. I'm not going to make this pretty right now. We're just making this done. Later, we will make this pretty. If we get to that point in this episode. Alright, so all that's roaded up now. So I think we're good there.
Is that this sun or fire above?
We need more workers here.
I'm going to put somebody in the storehouse, and then we'll set the granary to be able to be run by when people just don't have anything to do. They don't have a job or anything going on. We got plenty of firewood for fuel. We could stand to have more food, so let's get that back running
Let's
again.
get to work.
We're going to do unlimited work area for that, so they can just continually keep hunting. Let's see, what else do I need? I think we're too late in the season for a forager. We're going to need clothes, so a tannery is definitely going to be important.
Get to work, lads.
So I'll set that up there. Because we're already hunting, so that's going to provide what we need for the tannery, so they can make the stuff they need for clothes. So that'll take care of that. Maybe we'll put our market over here. Or maybe we'll put it up here next to the storehouses. That's probably a better spot for it, but they're going to have to walk a decent distance to get there. I also want to get this trading post down before too long as well. Can we slip that over here? I don't have enough wood. Alright. Okay. So we're going to put them on unlimited work area so they can cut down whatever the hell they want.
We need more workers here.
Make sure they have workers. And as you can see, the little tents that were down here for the homeless, they're gone now because everybody's got a house. Yeah, the Warhammer stuff is cool. I don't know like a ton about the lore as far as like most of what I've learned about Warhammer I know from the Total War games. I've never played the tabletop game. My friend Paul played a lot of it, and he said it was really awesome and enjoyed it. He had like a 3D printer and made some of the figures and stuff. So all that stuff was pretty cool. I think all of that just kind of fits into like that Lord of the Rings fantasy sort of stuff. All of it's very enjoyable.
Hey, give us a hand over here.
Okay, that's mostly firewood. Okay, that's fine. So most of the food has made its way into the actual houses at this point. The other thing I haven't noticed, like we had in farthest frontier, there was a lot of like you couldn't build certain things near other things because it pissed people off. I haven't seen that in this game at all. You can build shit wherever you want. There's no like happiness meter or anything. You just need to provide the right shit for people, and then they're cool. I'll definitely be playing Darktide when it comes out, more than likely with Gray. I don't know if Yogurt will get in on that one or not. Maybe he will. I don't know. All right, see you when you get back, Morph. Yeah, the model stuff is really cool. I mean, the ones I've seen Paul do are really, really good. Like, it's awesome that people can put the time into that kind of stuff. It's a lot of creativity that you get to work with there, with like the 3D printer and then painting it and all the different stuff that comes along with it. So I'm a little concerned about our food. I don't think I can put down a farm yet. Or I probably could, but I don't know if I can actually work it without this, and we don't have... Because this employs peasants on the fields. So we could probably build this. Yeah, you need to build a farm. Okay, so we need to work out iron first before we can do that. Okay, there's one over here. Okay. So, what are you doing? Okay, so we got trees working. I think for now I'm going to knock this off at the storehouse, see if I can get them to come over here. Maybe.
Let's get to work!
I don't know how long it takes for that to register. I have a fair amount of firewood right now, so I'm probably going to cut that guy off too. Alright, so that spot filled in. Would imagine they probably have to finish whatever task that they're on, and then they'll notice that you've unassigned them, and then reassign, hopefully. Alright, so that'll take care of that. So we're going to speed things up here for a minute, because we're basically at a bottleneck. I can't really do much of anything for the moment, because we need wood. Alright, tannery's done, but I'm not going to have anybody work there right now because I need basically everybody cutting wood. That's not working. Oh, I got somebody here too. Take them out. Alright, so we got all 3 going now. And this is on unlimited, right? Yep, unlimited. So they're just going to cut the closest trees, they're just going to cut them down. Bam, 6 timber. Yeah. Alright, probably going to go up here for the market, I think, for this time. I don't need that much space, I don't think. So that'll be the market area. I'm going to put the firewood stall down first, I think.
Come on, people! Get to work!
That might not be the best place for that, but we'll see. And as you can see, their gardens start to grow stuff. That's cool. Some of it's a little off, but I'm sure they'll fix that. Alright, so we need to... This will start bringing that in. We need to be able to sell clothing and food. I don't have enough food to sell right this second, but that should be coming back up. So once we get the trading post down, then we can finish out the backyards for these and make sure that they all have some form of making their own food as well. I know in Ostreve they have the ability of having farms on the houses, and then if they have excess food, they can sell it at the market. I don't know if this game can do that, but if it did, that would be cool. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, dude, modders, animators, all that shit's awesome. It's very cool. Sodas, S-O-D-A-Z. All right, I'll check that out. Gray said, I saw a video that was really neat. A guy was saying he was jealous of Warhammer fans. There are such a variety of games and stories available set in the universe. But if you say your favorite game series is Mass Effect, you have a couple big games, but that's the extent of the universe that you can interact with. Yeah, that's true. I think that's what's, like, the draw of, like, Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, all that kind of stuff is, like, a super duper flushed out universe that you can, for lack of a better term, develop feelings for. Biggest said, I really enjoy reading Warhammer 40k and 30k books and watching fan animation. Too bad all the animators got cucked. Oh, that sucks. Did they change up how they could do it? Because I know, like, I don't know if Warhammer's like SCP, where I know SCP is basically like a free source or open source, like, horror title. So, like, anyone that wants to use SCP stuff can use SCP stuff. You don't have to, like, own anything about that game at all. And that's, like, a pretty fleshed out universe as well that you can kind of...
Heaven shine down and grow the land.
Just go to their wiki and you can see all the different stuff that they can do with that. Is really cool. I don't think I can have anyone work here just yet. I don't actually have the staff. Alright, so we're still doing good there. Let's get a couple more... Yeah, we have food now. Let's get a couple more houses down. Can I make that a little straighter? Yeah, that's a little bit better. Do that. That will do. Oop. So then hopefully after we do that, we'll have enough people that we can really start getting the town off the ground, because right now we're kind of bottlenecked with how many people can actually perform labor. Uh-oh. 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 No, Cengiz. Cengiz, you're stuck, buddy.
Is that this sun or fire above?
Alright, I think there's an unstuck button for the ox somewhere. I think. Yeah, oxen stuck.
Heaven shine down and grow the land.
Alright, so this sucks. Okay, we'll teleport resources to the closest building. Alright. Cengiz, you are no longer stuck.
Let's get to work!
Sorry, had to be done, guys. Cengiz wants the souls of the dead animals. Jesus. Alright, so that's gonna hurt us in the food department for a few minutes, but that should be okay. If our oxen was stuck, we were gonna have a lot of problems. Oh, damn. Why didn't I think of that, Gray? If I just said Ollie Ollie Oxen free, it might have actually worked. It's a damn good idea, Gray. I don't know why I didn't think of that. How's everything been with the stream, guys? Everything been good? No hitches or anything? I know yesterday we literally had to stop the stream because my internet crapped out. It seems like things are running pretty good today. You guys having any issues on your end? We're going to put it into super mode here. Alright, so this is done. Nobody's living there yet. So I wonder if how long it takes for someone to move in. It's all been good. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Awesome. Very good to hear that. Hi, Madison5150. Thank you so much for stopping by. Keep an eye on the food. Will do, my friend. Thank you. Yeah, I really need to probably get to fielding and things. I'm kind of thinking once I get the the thing that I can use to sell stuff, then I can get money and I can get everybody chicken coops and stuff. That'll definitely be helpful. But I hope you're having a great day, Madison5150. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you are well. Thank you for the tip. Trading post. There we go. That's what I need. I unfortunately lack the wood at the moment because we just built all those houses. All right. Hans moved in. Fantastic. You don't have to tell Hamsies that twice. Yeah, you got that right. Yeah, I was wondering the same thing when I first saw the 5157 or 5150. That was funny. The Van Halen clan. Might as well jump. Sweet. A family has joined the settlement. Don't know where. Ah, right here. Okay. Hans had his old lady move in. The old ball and chain. The other thing I have not noticed as of yet is like how the workforce works, like who can be assigned to what jobs, if they have jobs, like if workers are only the men, if you can have the ladies do some different work as well, if the children can do anything as far as like bringing stuff back and forth to the houses and whatnot. Ah, yes, the Eddie Van. You got the guys have the Eddie Van Halen guitar. Okay, nice. Yogurt said, "Close. Mine comes from the PV 5150 series of guitar amps created by Eddie Van Halen." Nice. So was that specific model of PV? Because I didn't know. Was that like a favorite of Van Halen that he enjoyed using? So we still have some food here. We have 3 months of food so far. 4 months of fuel, so we're still doing okay.
Let's go, people.
Alright, so I think we can sell the firewood now, so we'll get that started so the houses can get going.
Get to work, lads.
We'll get somebody over at the tanner. Still gonna keep the logging camp there. Ken Halen. Be right back, inventing a new IPA. There you go, buddy. Can Halen. You can always count on IPAs to have weird names, weird and goofy names. One of my favorites is Golden Monkey, and it's made by Victory. So, yeah. And then you had Stone Brewing Company has one called Arrogant Bastard. That's a great, great beer. I think there's also Double Bastard, which is like a double IPA. So it's the Arrogant Bastard, but twice as strong. And pretty much anything from Chimay or Chimay, I don't know how you want to say it. I think it's brewed by monks. That stuff's pretty awesome too. They have the blue label and the red label. CHIMAY. Yeah, they're delicious. Gotta love jumping into a live stream because of the game and it results in amp talk. Hell yeah. There's two things we talk about quite a bit on our live streams, Yogurt and myself, because we share the Discord together. One of which is music, the other is food. We talk about food pretty much all the time. All right, Biggest, thanks for stopping by, bud. Always brightens up the chat. Thank you much. Hope you have a great rest of your day, bud. Hopefully work treats you well. So they're stocking up the supply for the firewood there. That's good. Very good. I'm going to put the food stall down, but we're not going to turn it on yet, more than likely. Oh, no, can't put it down yet. I got to wait. Ooh, the Belching Beaver was always a funny brewery name. That's awesome. Madison, if you subscribe, will name the ox after you. Yeah, we can do that, or maybe one of the villagers or something of that nature, if you like. Sure. Some people know the 5150 from the number out of some police TV movies. Oh. Yeah, that's why most people know it. Oh, okay. Did we have one more? Yeah, we got one more housing plot to put down there. And then we're all done. So let's speed this up. We are currently in autumn. So we should see, hopefully, some trees changing color soon. Maybe the ground getting a little browner, a little grayer. I'm also wondering if this game is going to get a full day-night cycle at some point. Because it does, you get a little bit of darkness from the clouds covering the sun. But there's not a real, like, night cycle. It would be interesting to see if they kind of implement a full day-night cycle at some point. I don't know if they want to go as far as like having to build and all that kind of stuff into the game as well. Ah, you sold your Music Man Wolfgang 20 years ago. If we look at the prices today, ooh. Alright, let's see if we can build another hunting camp for the time being until I can get the fields down. Because the forager, I'm pretty sure, is only, only works part of the year.
Get to work, lads!
Alright, so we'll put that down. Low on supplies. Not entirely surprised. Alright.
Let's go, people!
So we'll immediately put 2 more people in there. So that should double our food production. Probably take a little bit of time for it to catch up. But that should help. And I'm fairly positive they'll be bringing in food all through the winter.
Get to work, lads.
I don't know why they randomly had nobody else. Did I unassign the crew from this? I don't remember doing that. That might have been a bug. I don't know. I might have just been stupid and unassigned it. The hell was that? Alright. Got a lot of people working on food now. Ooh, the trees are changing. Let's take a look at the trees. Nice. There we go. That's what I was looking for. And look how far back you can see the changes. Like, damn, that's awesome. That's so cool. Look all the way back there, all the reds. Beautiful. I still love the mountains. Like, that draw. Holy crap, dude. That looks so awesome. Look at the clouds moving. That's so cool. Just those little aspects of the game that just are beautiful. Yeah, I think something happened with the hunting camp there, Madison, but that's a good point out with the food for sure. Somehow they got, I think they got unassigned or something somehow. I don't know what happened, but we doubled up. We should be fine. It's just going to take a little bit of time for them to catch up. I don't think anybody's going to starve or anything. Is that 8? It's really hard to see if that's an 8 or a 0. I think that's an 8. Righty then. Sorry.
Let's get to work!
That totally sounded like the Ace Ventura song for a minute. Oh yeah, Madison, you and Yogurt should get along well then. Yogurt's a musician that hurt himself, and he's having a hard time with some of that as well. So yeah, you guys got something in common there. More than you knew. Gray, the trees are changing. That means it's pumpkin latte season. Yes, indeed. Speaking of pumpkin stuff, I will be getting, later on tonight, I will get the recipe for the pumpkin chocolate chip cookies into the Discord for you guys who wanted the recipe. So my apologies, I wasn't able to get it earlier today. I didn't have time to sit down and write it up. But I will try to get that done for you guys later on tonight and get it into the Discord under the food section. So if you guys want the pumpkin spice chocolate chip cookie recipe, keep an eye out on the Discord. Oh, and Gray shared 2 recipes in the Discord last night. It was the habanero cream cheese sandwich thing that we had a huge joke over because it said block of cream cheese. And we were all like, you want me to make a 3-pound sandwich? But then we realized that brick of cream cheese and block of cream cheese are entirely different things. Brick of cream cheese, not crazy. Block of cream cheese, that's crazy. And then the poor man's carbonara recipe he put into the, oops, sorry, I bumped my mic, into the Discord as well. If you want to have yourself a fat man experience with some, what was it, breaded chicken pasta, check that out. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that, Madison. That sucks. Yeah, pain after more than 20 minutes of playing. That blows. You've never even had pumpkin pie, Morph? That's insane, dude. Pumpkins aren't really a big thing in England? Really? Do you guys just not have pumpkin farms there, or is it just not like a part of society like it is here in the US with like fall and things of that nature? What is chicken pasta arrabbiata? What is that? I need to know. A fat man experience on a poor man budget. Hell yeah, Gray. Hell yeah, dude. That's how to do it, my friend. So see people carrying back the firewood. That's cool. Alright, this is done.
Hey, give us a hand over here.
Awesome. So we have our food market up and we have our firewood market up. So we have 10 wood. Let's get the trader down.
Come
Oops,
on, people!
that was a
Get to
total
work!
misclick.
Let's go, people!
There we go. That'll work. So once we get the trading post down, we can start making some money, and then we can really get people to start making their own food. So having that done sooner than later will definitely benefit us for sure. As to if I have any just random people that are builders right now, I don't know. Because we have a lot of people assigned out doing tasks. Okay, yep, we do have some builders. Alright, we're good. Oh, okay. Pumpkins are also not very common in Germany either. That's very interesting. It could be difficult to get pumpkin pie unless you live near a farm. Oh, no shit. Or in the big city. Okay. Wow. That's super interesting. I didn't know that. Arrabbiata is an Italian tomato sauce, but making it from scratch is just 2 to 4 tomatoes and 1 can of Tom's Shake 'em Up or Blend Up, and then throw some chili chicken pasta and cheese. Ooh. That sounds good. You'll throw the recipe in Discord? Thank you. Yeah, man, I'll check that out. I like simple dishes as far as like pasta stuff goes for pasta sauces and stuff, because that's the fewer ingredients can sometimes make it even that much tastier. That's a cool view. I like that. It's pretty. Morph, don't tell an Italian about that recipe. Something tells me an Italian would find a lot of different reasons to get upset about a lot of different things. But that's just me. Gabagoo. But yeah, I'm from the Northeast, so we have more like fake Italians here than like anywhere else in the world, I think. There's a place a couple hours from where I live, it's literally referred to as Guido Beach. Up, winter is coming. Where's the king of the north? Alright, so trading post, we need to get this cracking. Trader review. I want to export trade. I don't think I have a choice for the destination. I don't think. So right now I have timber, leather, pelts, and I'm not trading my ox. Let's do pelts. So we're going to trade pelts. I think this is how this works. Okay, so now follow the tree sounds. Here we go. Like, where did we go? So now we're going to assign people here.
We need more workers here.
We'll take one away from the logging. Okay, so they're going to gather the supplies. And then I think they're going to go immediately start to export them. Let's see. He's thinking about it. Procrastinating. I don't think I can upgrade the trade carts just yet. Okay. Traveling traders. Number of traveling traders. These workers will travel to the nearest trade point to fulfill the set inventory targets. So we'll make that this dude. Hopefully he stops. Okay, he's done procrastinating and he is now transporting. So he's going to pick up the pelts and then he will walk himself to the next town and sell the pelts. I believe. Oh, that's cool. You're going to Munich at the end of the month, Morph? Very cool. Are you going for work or for pleasure? If I'm in the mood for Hawaiian pizza, I'll eat it. It's with the pineapple on the pizza. It's not the worst thing in the world. I have to be in the mood for it, though. I don't think, like, most people would think it's, like, an abomination. Like, it's not bad. Most things, like apples and things of that nature, I don't like them hot, usually. I prefer them cold. Like, I'm weird. Like, if you make an apple pie, I don't want it when it comes right out of the oven. Put it in the fridge, let it get cold, and then I'll eat it later. Like, I don't know why. I just like it so much better that way. For pleasure, really? Your partner has a work event, so you're meeting her there for 5 days? Oh, that's awesome. Munich's nice, but expensive. Oh, okay. Well, I hope you have a good time, bud. That's awesome. I would love to get outside of the United States and, like, go see more of the world for sure. I've seen a lot of the U.S., but I've not been overseas at all, so that would be really awesome to get to do. Okay, yeah. So we'll definitely get money for that. Sweet. I don't know how long it's going to take for that money to come in, but we're definitely going to get money for that. All right, nobody's working the food stall right now, but that's okay. I'd rather be making money so I can get people to make their own food.
Is there this sun or fire above?
I'm going to set these so that idle workers will work there, but I don't know how much difference it's going to make. We'll see. We have almost everything in the United States except for history. It's about a 2-hour flight that leaves the rest of the day to do things. That's awesome, man. Yeah, 2 hours ain't bad at all. You can get from pretty far north to pretty far south in the U.S. in 2 hours on a 2-hour plane ride. Used to get apple strudel in Amsterdam from the bakery next door. Absolutely top-notch. Ooh, bro, that sounds amazing. The smells of Amsterdam. Not something I would think of. That's cool. Good-wise, yes, pretty much, but the food is not good. Are you saying here in the States, Yogurt, or are you saying over across the pond? Okay, there's still a lot of wild animals over there, so I don't think we're going to run out as far as that goes. So for the storehouse and the granary, I'm just going to set those to do the idle laborers. And then that way people will just bring stuff over there when they're not doing anything else. And I think in the tannery, you hire just one person, but I think their spouse or what have you comes along with them. Because there's definitely more than one person working here. books. Let's fix that. Oh no. Let's cheat that. Doesn't have to be perfect for right now. Alright, is that connected now? Yes, that's connected. Okay. We need to get this
Let's
rolling.
go, people.
So we're going to take that down to 1. Let's see where they go. They went over here. We'll leave that at 1 for now. Okay, cool. And we'll get the woodcutter going again. So we are almost out of fuel. I think we're doing okay on food. I think once we start bringing in money from the trading posts and then we can expand out these farms, we'll be doing a lot better. Oh, boom, we just got some money in. I think it was only $4, though. Do they only take 1 item each time? It has to be 10 then. If this upgrades to 20... Is target what I want it to be? Like, sell down to that? I don't think I want to fuck with this yet. I'll end up selling all my food and then I'll die.
We need more workers here.
Because once we get past the winter, then I'll feel a little bit more comfortable with building more houses again. Breakfast in England is just cholesterol on a plate, but tastes really good. That's hilarious. Yo, that thing you showed in Discord, Morph, looked absolutely delicious. I've never seen a place around me that does like a proper English breakfast. I would totally go though, but I doubt there's anything anywhere near me that does anything like that. Okay. So the hunting camps are full. So we're good there. So we have the woodcutter going, tannery going. We got 2 of the stalls we need. I don't think we're going to be able to upgrade houses for a little while yet. Where's our ox? I haven't seen the ox in a hot minute. Did something happen to our ox? Where's the ox? There he is. He's good. Alright, I'm going to speed up a little bit, because basically at this point I'm just kind of waiting for things to kind of alleviate themselves and get a little bit of money in. Look at that rain, boys. Oh, don't get more started about biscuits. We'll have quite the in-depth chat. I really like how the roads, like the little puddles on the roads, that stuff's really nice. Oh, here comes the snow. And we got a nice little chunk of food right now going, so we should be all right. So once the winter passes, we can build more houses, we'll have more people, and then we can continue on. I think the next thing we need to do is probably a farm. Ooh. Can I put this down over here?
Come on, people! Get to work!
So we'll have a livestock trader as well. So basically what you're trying to do is you're trying to get a bar for entertainment and then a church for faith to fill up all of these different things to give them what they need. We also need to do clothing as well. And then once we do that, then we can upgrade this to level 2. And then... Oh, that's interesting. Grants a development point, provides better fighting equipment if levied, and rises requirements. So then, once, I guess some of what your troops will be dictated by is by the level of the houses and stuff that you have. That's cool. Do British websites use biscuits? Oh, that's hilarious. Highlander the movie or the series, I don't care. They're both great. I enjoyed them both. Oh, man, that would be so funny if in the UK you guys didn't use cookies for websites. You used biscuits. Oh, God, that would be hilarious. All right, I'm going to speed this up a little bit so you guys can see the snow once everything really comes in. Oh, yeah. It's like a Bob Ross painting. Or no, this would be more like a Thomas Kincaid, wouldn't it? Oh, dude, I've had many a German chocolate cake, but I don't know if I've had German cookies. German meat is good. Cakes and chocolate, too. Ooh. Yo, look how pretty this is. This looks so nice, guys. Beautiful. So our ox only got stuck the one time. Not bad. And I feel like where we're at right now is not too bad as far as everything goes. Good night, Morph. Are you heading to bed, bud? On that note, I shall be leaving you all to be hungry. Have a great night, Morph. Thank you so much for stopping by, bud. Get some good sleep, man. I hope you have yourself a fantastic one, and we'll see you again real soon, all right? Don't forget, guys, exclamation point Morph in chat, please. If you guys have yourselves a Twitter account, please go over and see Morph. Give him a follow, and check him out when he goes play God of War, things of that nature. Exclamation point Morph in chat, please. I think the music changed up a little bit for the winter time as well. Thank you, Yogurt. Very much appreciate that, bud. You'll see his link there in chat in just a sec. If you guys have a Twitter account, go over and give my buddy Morph a follow. I do very much appreciate that. And you can do exclamation point Yogurt as well, bud. As my buddy Yogurt Games, we share the Discord together. If you guys are not familiar with Yogurt, go give him a look as well. He and I do co-op streams once a week, usually on Sundays, with Sea of Thieves, Deep Rock Galactic, things of that nature. If you guys want to tune in for that, we have a lot of fun. Usually Gray is there as well, and our buddy Cloud. Gray and I were playing some Overwatch last night. Had some fun with that. A lot to say about that game, so I won't get into it right now. But I think as a whole, I did have a really good time with the Overwatch last night. There you go. There's Yogurt's link. If you want to, go over and give him a subscribe. And definitely would appreciate that. I think he'll be back tomorrow with some more live streams. So definitely make sure you guys keep up in touch with the Discord, and you'll know when that's going to drop. If Mariah Carey comes out of her slumber, then yeah, we're both gone. Let's check this one more time. Nope, still can't do that yet. That's fine. But we're doing okay for food still. That's good. Can we get another ox?
Let's go, people!
I would love to have another ox. Let's see if we can do that. Oh, here's another cool aspect, guys. If you look at the map, your town actually, gets drawn on the map. As you start to build your town, you actually see it on the map. That's so cool. Oh, thank you for the reminder, Yogurt. Yes, tomorrow morning, Yogurt will be playing Deathloop. If you guys have not checked that game out, very cool kind of premise to the game. Reminds me of We Happy Few. If you guys ever played that, that is also on Game Pass. Pretty cool game. But it kind of reminds me of that mixed with a little bit of like Fallout sort of style. But cool gameplay mechanics. I like the overall idea of the game. Probably will get around to playing it myself at some point. But definitely go check out Deathloop with Yogurt tomorrow. So what I'm curious about, I know this guy is one of the traders, roaming traders. I wonder if eventually they actually start having stuff in their cart and dropping it off. Because right now we're trying to buy, I think, tools and an ox. So, like, do they walk the ox from the trade route all the way to the city? Like, I wonder how he gets here. Bear with me one sec. Yeah, so that's about 3 hours, guys. Pretty darn close to 3 hours. I think what we're going to do is we'll wrap up this particular stream here. You guys have gotten a nice little taste of the first year as far as like the seasons and some of the early buildings and different things that you can do with Manor Lords. I am insanely excited for this game. I cannot wait for this to drop. Don't forget, right now this demo is available on Steam. You can go download it for free, and you can play it as long as you want. You cannot save in the demo. A lot of the aspects of the game are locked, but you can still get a very good idea of what this game has to offer as far as those things go. I would highly, highly recommend this game if you're into city builders, combat games, things of that nature. I really can't wait to get my hands on the rest of what this game has to offer. I think it's going to be a lot of fun for everybody. And the fact that it's only a very small amount, I think it's just one developer, but it could be a couple people, is just mind-blowing, everything that this game has to offer. So thank you guys again so much for stopping by today. I do very, very much appreciate that. Thank you to my internet for holding out. That I very much appreciate as well. Make sure you guys crush that like button. I think we just have a couple likes on the stream, so it'll help us out a ton if we can get a few more likes on there. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I very, very much appreciate it. I'm going to drop those links in chat one more time for everybody. Make sure you go check out my buds and myself and our Discord. We can stay up to date with all things that we do in between the streams. So thank you guys all so much. Again, hope you have yourselves a wonderful rest of your evening. Take care, everybody.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gonna feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing. So cold, behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. And I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gonna feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got
without reason. And